It's Monday morning and I'm walking. It's nice and sunny here. Down here, the path I walked down, again nice and sunny, it's looking really foggy over there. And you can't see it over there, but there's loads of fog over there. So I'm interested to see what it's going to be like when I get in there. Well, I'm here now, and of course the thing about fog, which is now over there, is fog is always much more fun in the distance. You know, when you get there, it's a bit rubbish because it all disappears. Wonder why that is. That's a joke, of course. I know obviously why that is. So Monday is all about index card planning time. So let's get in and talk a little bit more about that.
Hi, it's Wednesday Dan here. I've done something that I haven't done for a really long time, and that is somehow I have erased the video data from Monday and Tuesday. I accidentally formatted the card when I shouldn't have. Yes, I've tried data recovery. No, it couldn't find the videos. So apart from the ones I have on my phone, that you will have just seen some of, I don't have any footage for today, Monday, or tomorrow, Tuesday. So we'll see how that works in their edit.
It's not a great morning to have run out of water. I get a bottle of water because I don't trust the plumbing at the studio. And the only top I kind of have is my winter fleecy one. So I'm going to go with that. Yeah. I think today's going to be kind of a calm day. I'm probably going to call it for the Weeknotes. But let's see if something pops up. All right.
Meanwhile, I've set up here to show you a zine that I got the other day, so let's go to that. This zine arrived the other day. It's called Burnt Out Baby by Charlie V. Wilding, who has a YouTube channel. I'll link up there somewhere. And it's for people who have ADHD, or know people who have ADHD. I don't have ADHD, but I know quite a few people who do, about making a burnout box, which has lots of things in it which you need when you're in a state of burnout. And the idea is kind of to prepare that box when you're not in a state of burned out, so future you can have it when you are, and it contains all the different things you need. So it's talking about that. I like this here. So when I'm in burnout, I struggle to help myself. I don't have the ability to meet my basic needs. I don't have the ability to ask others for help. So it has some fun. I'm not going to go through the whole thing in here, but I like this over here. So it's like a suggested script for asking for help, and a reminder you are allowed to ask for help. So you can give this zine to somebody or go through it with somebody and say, hey, when I have burnout, I have these problems. Let's put a box together. And just talking about putting like cards in there, a switch, your favorite clothes, where the texture works for you, things like that. And I think it's great. I really like it as a zine. I got it just because I like to support zines, and there's a Substack there for it as well. Yeah, I really like this. Short, simple. There's a digital version as well. I kind of like the paper that this is printed on, but I thought I'd just show you that. Burnt Out Baby for making a burnout box for when you or a friend really needs it. I want to have a go with plotting with pencil again. I think this is my Faber-Castell auto-feeding pencil. Let's see how it goes. And because I'm plotting onto small card, I decided to switch to the A4 magnetic easel purely for aesthetic reasons, so that it will look slightly better in the video. Let's get set up. There we go, quickly done. Now I'm going to try this again on some different paper, which is this paper here, which is handmade paper by Steph. She makes a really good paper, and I've got this stack here that's in all these different colours, and I'm not quite sure which one I want to try. Maybe just straight onto white is a good one. Then down here we've got these lovely deckled edges. Anyway, Let's go with the white one, see how we get on. Here we go, the two outputs. So this is cold pressed water paper over here, and this is handmade paper, lovely and white, quite smooth this one compared to normal. Not sure whether the lighting is good. This is a new camera position. Let me just try that. Is this one definitely a lot lighter than this one? I might need to get a fit anyway. So I really like these. I quite like the texture on this one. Nice thick dark lines. This one is a lot lighter, a lot more subtle. They're both pretty good. Okay, I'm kind of liking this setup of having the camera hanging off here. This is really dodgy, but it's an interesting way to test it out. It is actually pretty firm though, that's not going anywhere. So I already have two setups. I've got this one over the top of the penplotter for doing time lapses, and I've never really been happy with it. It's never quite worked, but I've never really committed to it because I'm still uncertain about this and what tables I'm using here. Then I've got this one that lowers down, but it's fine because this table here goes up. So often I'm filming here and I get my overhead shots. But this is a new experiment and I quite like it because it's low enough down that I can get this here. So maybe I'll try a time lapse. It'll be a pain in the ass to move the penplotter from there over to here, along with the Mac Mini and everything. But maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll just plug my laptop in or move Kitty's plotter over here and then try doing a time lapse. Not today though, because I've got other stuff to do. Now and again, I get these spam emails. Hi creator. And this one is asking me to video and review a new tattoo pen. And I keep getting tattoo pens and tattoo guns emailed to me as a promotional thing. And I guess I make videos and I mention a tattoo now and again, so I'm pegged as a tattoo person. But no, I am not going to review your tattoo gun. And I'm certainly not gatekeepery around tattoos, but I'm not sure how, and let more people try tattooing at a low price. Is that a good thing? Oh no, anyway. No thanks. I have finally got the syllabus up for the pen plotting tutorials that I'm going to be doing. It's very much a first draft, but it's up on penplotter.com now. And this is the modules and then all the lessons within the modules that I'm planning. I've numbered it so I can pop in extra little lessons if I need to. But this is what I've been writing all the scripts for, and I've got module 1 done and some of module 2 all done. I just need to record them now. And the reason why I haven't recorded them yet is because of the studio sale, which I'll get onto in just a moment. Anyway, I wanted somewhere where I could place the videos, because even though they're going to be on YouTube, it's kind of hard sometimes to find a whole overview of the course. So I can place them here, and then this can also have links to additional material. So we've got module 1, that's sort of an introduction, and an introduction to drawing machines and the pens, the paper, what an SVG file is. And that's everything that anybody can need to get started if they already know how to code, because then you understand the machine, pens, paper, and the SVG file, and they should be able to take it from there. That actually applies to quite a lot of coders who just don't really know how to get started. But then for the artists who don't know anything about coding, we've also got module 2 that's sort of a gentle introduction to that. We're just going to draw a bunch of lines and have while and if statements about loops. And then we go into talking about design, lines, things like that. And then moving things around to your classic transformation, scale, rotation, although we're not going to call them that to start off with, because those are very codey terms. We're just going to talk about positioning things on the page and then how we do that. And then finally, some more advanced stuff, which is like noise, sine waves, polar coordinates, things like that that you could possibly want to learn if you've learned all the other stuff. Anyway, this is the course, it's up, and you know this already, but let's get on to why it hasn't happened quite yet. You know all this already, but the recap is I'm selling the old studio. The funds from that should allow me to do art space research for about a year, which I really want to do, and then make these tutorial videos without the stress and worry of having to get projects out and things like that. And the reason why I haven't started recording the tutorial videos or put that website up is because I don't want to get halfway through the tutorials and then suddenly find out that the house sale has collapsed, and then I need to go get like a job or contract work for 6 months, or put the website up and say there's going to be a course here, only for me to then a couple of weeks later go, oh, actually it's going to have to be another 6 months. Today is a deadline because my buyer's their mortgage offer runs out on the 31st, and if that happens they have to go through the whole process all over again, which delays everything. My buyer is going in for surgery on the 31st, and they won't be able to respond to anything after that because it's fairly major surgery for a few weeks, and then that will mess everything up. So it has to happen, the completion has to happen on the 31st, and for that to happen, the exchange, the very last exchange in the whole chain, has to happen today so that the bank can get the money in time for the completion. And most of the delays have been down to this one solicitor right at the very end of the chain. There's only one thing they have to do today, and that is get the contract signed. That's all it is. They just have one thing. My solicitor, my solicitor's solicitor, my solicitor's solicitor are all looking at this solicitor to do that one thing today. Anyway, I'm about to head out because I have to take my son to an event, so I'm going to be driving off. When I get back, I will be contacting the estate agent to find out whether the solicitor that everybody is looking at has managed to do the one thing they need to do in their job today to stop everything from collapsing and me to be able to carry on and make these tutorials. If they haven't done it, then I don't know. Then I'll need to get a job for 6 months or contract work or something. And the fact that I've made this website is, I don't know, we'll see what happens. I will find out when I get back.
Quick update, the solicitor did not do the thing they were supposed to do today because they did it yesterday, which means it should all be okay. It's still unsettled in my head because it was the smallest of confirmation, but everything is apparently still on target, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, I'll see you next weekend. Have a fantastic weekend. I love you all. Bye.